Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to expose you to yourself. I'm going to show you the hypocrisy of your conviction and how you are an emotional trader. You are an emotional investor. You don't invest with your knowledge. You don't invest with information. You don't even invest with your conviction. You invest with emotions. You invest out of fear. You are a fearful investor. And you claim you got conviction. You claim that you're going to buy Amazon when it drops. You claim you're going to buy Google when it drops. You claim you're going to buy Tesla when it drops. If Tesla dropped 50% right now to $100, would you buy? No, because you'll be too afraid. If Amazon dropped right now down to $50, would you buy? No, because you will be operating in fear. It's easy to claim your boldness when things are looking good. It's easy to claim you're hot when the sun is out. It's easy to make these bold affirmations when things are going well. It's easy to claim your conviction when there's a green candlestick. It's easy to make all those claims of what you would do if Bitcoin dropped. Oh yeah, if Bitcoin dropped back down to 30,000, I'm going to buy. If Bitcoin dropped 75%, I'm going to buy. If Bitcoin went back down to $5,000, I'm going to buy. If the universe gave that to you and said, here it is, Bitcoin went from 95,000 to 5,000, would you buy? The answer is no. The answer is no. Because if you believe in Bitcoin and you believe that was going to $1 million, you would buy right now at 97,000 if you could afford it. You would refinance your house and you would buy Bitcoin at 97,000 right now. You say, oh, if Bitcoin dropped down to 65,000, I would buy it. No, you wouldn't. Because you're operating in fear. Your affirmations of boldness are only made when the things are going good, when the sun is shining, when things are going well. That's when you make your bold affirmations. See? But that's not when you're supposed to exercise your discipline. You exercise your discipline, you exercise your conviction when things are going bad. When you're in the trenches by yourself, when you're in the darkness by yourself, when you're in a cave by yourself, that's when you exercise your conviction, your boldness, your affirmations. That's when you pursue your aggressive goals. When you're losing, when you're down, when you're the underdog. That's when you stand up and say, fight, fight, fight. When you're the underdog. Not when you're on top. It's easy to raise your hand as a champion when you're on top. But when the Matrix takes a shot at you, what are you going to do then? Are you going to run in fear? Are you going to run and hide? See? So that's the way it works, guys. You claim, you exercise your boldness when you're down. You speak your affirmations when you're down. You confirm your convictions when you're down, when you're homeless, when you're hungry. That's when you confirm your convictions. When you're homeless, when you're hungry. That's when you claim greatness. When you're losing, not when you're great. You claim greatness when you're losing. When everybody's pointing at you and everyone is laughing at you. Say, look at this idiot. He bought Bitcoin at $5,000. He bought Bitcoin at $10,000. Look at this idiot. He wasting his money. That's when you stand on your conviction. When it's ugly. When it's ugly, when it's nasty outside, when everybody's is operating in fear. That's when you stand on your conviction. So you wouldn't buy Bitcoin at 65,000. If Bitcoin dropped right now to 58,000, you wouldn't buy it because you're operating in fear. If Bitcoin dropped down to $35,000, you wouldn't buy it because you're operating in fear. If Bitcoin dropped down to $19,000, you wouldn't buy it because you're operating in fear. Your conviction is in fear. See? Would you sell the things that you have to buy Bitcoin right now? At 19,000? Would you buy Bitcoin at 15,000? If it dropped right now, $80,000 down to 15,000, would you buy it? No, because you will be afraid that you're going to lose your $15,000. Is that fear warranted? Yes. If you don't have conviction, the conviction that is required when things are dark and gloomy. That's when conviction matters. The conviction doesn't matter in victory. That's when you're humble. You are humble in victory and hungry in defeat. Let me say that again. You are humble in victory and hungry in defeat. See, if Bitcoin dropped down to $11,900, you are not going to buy it. See? And you say, oh, if there's a pullback, I'm all in. You are only saying that because of the run up. You're saying that because it's exploding and you see the potential. You say, oh my God, wow, if you have a pullback, I'm going to buy it. But you wouldn't buy Bitcoin at $8,000. You wouldn't buy Bitcoin at $5,000. In 2020, Bitcoin was $5,000. Most people did not touch it because they were scared to death. See? So if you wouldn't buy Bitcoin at $5,000, you definitely not going to buy it at $97,000, even if you got the money. You got all these corporations, all these billionaires. You got Microsoft. You got Amazon. You got Meta. You got Google. You got Warren Buffett. All these billionaires have billions of dollars, waste millions of dollars. They scared to buy Bitcoin. They're scared to buy Bitcoin. You got people out here right now that work a 9-to-5 job. They will go and buy a $700,000 house that they're going to pay on for the next 40 years. They'll buy $1 million house. It was a guy that worked at Tesla. He made $120,000 a year. That's all he made. He went and bought $1 million house. $1 million house. His house note was $10,000 a month. Or somewhere around there. I think he might have said 7. I think it might have been 7,000 a month. But it might well be 10,000 because you still living paycheck to paycheck. But he wouldn't spend $50,000 for one Bitcoin when he bought that house. But he'll pay $1 million freaking for a house on a $120,000 salary. Imagine doing something that crazy. So the point of this video is showing you how if you don't have conviction and you know that Bitcoin, you believe that Bitcoin is going to $1 million or $2 million or $10 million, you're not going to buy it at 97,000 because you're operating in fear. When Bitcoin was $5,000 and you knew it was going to $100,000, you wouldn't buy it at $5,000. Even if it went back down to $5,000, you wouldn't buy it because you are afraid. See, and that's how people operate their lives. They live their lives in fear, scared to make those bold moves, afraid of what people are going to think about them, afraid of what they're going to say. People are afraid to expose their weakness to the world. But you can't be like that. You have to operate with boldness and convictions. That's how you have to operate. Okay, guys, I just want to show you a quick video so you can move in boldness on your next investment. If you buy Solana, if you buy Bitcoin Cash, if you buy MicroStrategy, if you buy Coinbase, if you're buying Binance, if you're buying XRP, if you're buying Palantir, if you're buying Robinhood, if you're buying Affirm, if you're buying Super Microcomputer, if you're buying NVIDIA, operate with conviction and believe the fundamentals. Look at the historical data and stand on what you believe, guys. Until next time, guys, remember, keep your life clean, keep your car clean, keep your body clean, keep your mind clean, and keep your diet clean, guys. Drink plenty of spring water to flush out the toxins, the chemicals, and the poison in the food supply. Guys, you are being poisoned. You've been micro-poisoned every day. And since you're operating in your lower self, you're also unconsciously poisoning your children and your pets. Guys, move with conviction. Solana will not always be $220 a share. Bitcoin Cash will not always be $500 a share. Litecoin will not always be $100 a share. See, one day Bitcoin Cash is going to be $97,000. See, one day Solana is going to be $5,000. And then what are you going to say? Oh, if it dropped back down to $200, I'll buy? No, you won't. No, you will not. No one likes to buy crashing anything. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video, guys. Remember, guys, have faith and believe in your conviction. That's the bottom line. Bitcoin is going to $1 million. That's the bottom line. It may not go to it when you want to go to it. It may not do what you want to do at that exact time, but it's going to do it, guys. It's going to go to $200,000 within the next 6 months. It's going to double, and you're going to miss out. All right, guys. Until next time, guys. I'm CountryMan777, and I'm signing off. Peace.